Is she going to sing?
Yeah. It's a Tamil song on Swamiji.
Yeah. But somehow, because of the music or whatever, it just feels like we know this. Right? Something about the tune or...
The tune is very catchy.
Or it must be some bhajan that we know is sung in that tune.
हिंदी मध्ये पण आहे हे भजन याच ट्यून मध्ये. Maybe.
कारण हे फारच familiar वाटलं मला. I didn't feel it was Tamil actually. माझी सुधीरची बहीण आहे ना ती
जय जगदीश्वरी सारदैश्वरी जय जय जननी दयानी ब्रह्मस्वरूपिणी चिन्मय रूपिणी ब्रह्मस्वरूपिणी चिन्मय रूपिणी आद्याशक्ति भवानी जय जगदीश्वरी सारदैश्वरी जय जय जननी दयानी भक्ति प्रदायिनी मुक्ति विधायिनी भगवती परमेशानी मोह विनाशिनी तत्व प्रकाशिनी मोह विनाशिनी तत्व प्रकाशिनी शुभमति शुभगति दानी जय जगदीश्वरी सारदैश्वरी जय जय जननी दयानी सुरमुनि ध्यावत पारद पावत नेति नेति श्रुतिमानि त्रिभुवन स्वामी अंतर्यामिने त्रिभुवन स्वामिने अंतर्यामिने जगत जननी जगजानी जय जगदीश्वरी सारदैश्वरी जय जय जननी दयानी मातृरूपधरे वरद शुभङ्करी करुणनयन मृदुवाणी भवभयभञ्जनी मुनिजनरञ्जनी भवभयभञ्जनी मुनिजनरञ्जनी करवाणि जय जय जननी दयानी.
तो वाजवणार नाही का कीबोर्ड?
तो तिच्या बरोबर वाजवता ट्रस्टीला बरोबर आणि हात चालला राहतो.
नाही पण बसून आता इकडे बसली आहे.
नाही गाणं येते.
पण तुझ्या बरोबर नाही वाजवत?
नाही त्याला गाणं येत नाही.
येत नाही.
प्रणव
त्याला आता ऐकून तसंच तो
बाहेर नाही येतं का?
त्याला ते ऐकून येतं ना नुसतं.
हा रिपीटच आहे.
He can just pick up the tune. Yeah. तुझा कानपुरा कुठे आहे? ऐकत नाही.
लावू का?
नाही नको.
नाही लाव 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 लाव. इथे लावून ठेव.
प्रणव, त्याला ना ब्लूटूथ आणि स्पीकर.
ईशा. ईशा. हो. आधीच पण मग तर खाली पण खूप खाली आहे.
ठेवायला पाहिजे.
ब्लूटूथ ऑन केलं का प्रणव?
Anindita, you have to sing.
She's hiding.
No, she is a trained singer.
Used to be a singer. I know that.
He can accompany on her that violin.
नाही, त्याच्यावरचा आधीच प्रॉब्लेम. त्याच्यावरचा आधीच प्रॉब्लेम येतो.
You can pick it on violin.
Yeah, पण भक्ती आहे.
सुरू कर.
ते नाव बरोबर.
ते मला देखो सभी और अंधियार, तब तो माही अभय दिलाती, तब तो माही अभय दिलाती, धर्म वचन करवाती।
This is Hindi translation of a well-known song by Chandikananda. Ma Achena Ramiya Ji, Bhavna Kiya. Hey, have you? Hey, you didn't take the microphone.
Oh. Now Prasanna is singing and then Mamata Di also.
And this she is also singing.
Anindita is also. Yes.
যেখানে বাঘের ভয় সেখানে শুনতে হয়।
যেখানে বাঘের ভয় সেখানেই অন্ধকার হয়। Hey,
This is Swamiji's song. In praise of Swamiji, telling that you have.
This is the translation of a Bengali song.
Yeah.
In
Oh, this
Tamil.
is
Yeah, this is
also.
No.
So we.
And this is so famous in Hindi also similar
Yeah,
song.
Hindi also. Jai Vivekananda Swami.
Yes. Very good.
The tune is
Ramba
yeah,
Nalla.
Jai Vivekananda Swami. I don't know.
Do you sing?
Credit is to run out. He wanted to play it.
The yogi were. That is the Bengali words.
না
সন্ন্যাসী চিরগৌরীধারী
हाँ
চিরগৌরী
हाँ होता है होता है.
by natural Islam. By no, just by natural Islam.
That is why it is sounding familiar because this was a Vidyapith.
नहीं
Yeah.
It
But it's
is
the same.
সন্ন্যাসী চিরগৌরী
What's a little different?
so it is there in Tamil.
Yes,
It is translated in Tamil. That's all.
maybe some words will be little different, but many words are like that's also same.
But is the music the tunes?
Same.
I guess I'm learning. I'm in music level. I don't really.
Tune is not similar. Tune is same.
That's why. But I told Mukta earlier that this is sounding very familiar. I didn't even realize she's singing Tamil because I'm thinking of the tune from Vidyapith.
जय विवेकानंद संन्यास
मला शिव्या पडायची भीती वाटते.
I never understood.
आता पण शिव्या पडणार.
You want one more stool?
So to keep it warm. Wow.
high tech post very high tech post
Very high tech thing.
Only you usually take chilies, so that makes the hot little cold.
भगवान मेरी नैया उसे पार लगा देना अब तक तो निभाया है आगे भी निभा देना भगवान मेरी नैया उसे पार लगा देना अब तक तो निभाया है आगे भी निभा देना हम दीन दुखे निर्बल तेरी याद में रहे प्रतिपल यह सोच तरस दोगे प्रभु आज नहीं तो कल जो बाग लगाया है फूलों से सजा देना भगवान मेरी नैया उस पार लगा देना अब तक तो निभाया है आगे भी निभा देना तुम शांति सुधा कर हो तुम प्राण दिवा कर हो मम हंस चुके मोती प्रभु प्राण दिवा कर हो दो बूंद सुधा रस की हमको भी पिला देना भगवान मेरी नैया
देना, अभी तक तो निभाया है, आगे भी निभा देना।
Everybody can join you. Remember the words also.
Everybody will join in listening to it. এটা লাগবে, এটাতে ভালো হবে। হ্যাঁ?
Everyone but you is afraid of the challenge.
I get inspired by that. Therefore, I tell, keep it even if it is not working.
Okay, I'm singing a mother song, so please all join. Ananta Rupini Ananta Gunavati Ananta Nami Vijaya Ananta Rupini Ananta Gunavati Ananta Nami Vijaya Shivadi Mohini Vishwavinasini Shivadi Mohini Vishwavinasini Rama Krishna Jaya Dharini Ma Shivadi Mohini Vishwavinasini Rama Krishna Jaya Dharini Ma Ananta Rupini Ananta Gunavati Ananta Nami Vijaya Ananta Rupini Ananta Gunavati Ananta Nami Vijaya Parvati Sundari Bhagavati Parame Parvati Sundari Bhagavati Durge Bhavati Gaune Ma Parame Parvati Sundari Bhagavati Durge Bhavati Gaune Ma Prasida Mata Nagendranandini Prasida Mata Nagendranandini Virasukhanayini Jayate Ma Prasida Mata Nagendranandini Virasukhanayini Jayate Ma Ananta Rupini Ananta Gunavati Ananta Nami Vijaya Ananta Rupini Ananta Gunavati Ananta Nami Vijaya Jagat Janani Trilokapalini Jagat Janani Trilokapalini Vishwasuvasini Suvade Ma Jagat Janani Trilokapalini Vishwasuvasini Suvade Ma Prasida Madar Nagendranandini Prasida Madar Nagendranandini Virasukhanayini Jayate Ma Prasida Madar Nagendranandini Virasukhanayini Jayate Ma Ananta Rupini Ananta Gunavati Ananta Nami Vijaya Ananta Rupini Ananta Gunavati Ananta Nami Vijaya
Vishali can sing. Vishali can sing.
No, Vishali, come on. Huh? She
I
has-
sang just now.
Huh?
I sang just now.
We will give you microphone. She has really very nice voice.
You want to hear?
Shuddha.
But nobody,
I forgot.
nobody will believe me because she does not sing.
Can you sing a dua?
Chandana গান করে? Chandana গান করবে?
বই নিয়ে কথা ভুলে যাবো বই আছে তোমার কাছে
বই
Boy, which no, but Hindi. This is in Hindi.
আরতি বইটা আছে আরতি বইটা আছে স্তব আরতি বই
Sonanjali.
So I have this, but I have some Bangla bhajan here.
Chandana auntie, you can sing one of our Mohan uncle's class song.
which one
Anything from the Mohan uncle class, you can sing any of it.
in the class
Yeah, from Mohan uncle.
Show her this has some Bengali songs also.
words because
No, but the words are very simple. Right? They just 2-3 words.
this is in Hindi
Hindi is, the script is Devanagari. There are Bengali songs.
But Bengali bhajan in Hindi, like script is.
Yeah, this
The script is Hindi, Devanagari. But
You can search the lyrics depending on the song.
Which song do you want? Which song?
on phone you can get it. ওই এটা স্ক্রিপ্ট ফোনে পেয়ে যাবেন, এটা ফোনে পেয়ে যাবেন। হ্যাঁ?
আমার মা জমি এটা।
Hey, that it is in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is.
That is, but in Hindi lyrics. The song.
Put it up in
This is
Bengali.
Bengali, I think.
Maybe somebody can sing by the time he finds it out.
internet কাজ করছে বোধহয়।
Yeah, I have the lyrics.
Oh, okay. He got the lyrics.
You can sing it.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Sing it in
Yeah.
No, not this
Nobody
one.
sang
Karuna
Prakriti
Katha.
Parama.
Yeah,
we can do that. We can do
Vrishali.
Prakriti Parama.
And Pranava. तू वाजू शकतो, right?
Yeah, that is only for. Hey,
We will sing from. I'll sing from. We'll all start.
Come on, sing. ये ना लवकर.
Yeah, that is very beautiful. Please.
unless there is an appearance of
You can
nature.
sing Sharda Shubha.
हे पतना.
I don't have the lyrics.
Here, is it?
Sharda Shubha.
I'm just listening to it.
Sharda Shubha.
Jurareva Bandini Kalyani Narayani Jagoma Sharda Shubhadayini Jugadeva Bandini Kalyani Narayani Jagoma Nari Devarini Ashuradarini Jagoma Jagat Janani Jagoma Sharda Shubhadayini Yogadeva Bandini Kalyani Narayani Jagoma Jagoma
জাগো মা শারদা শুভদায়িনী যুগদেব বন্দিনী কল্যাণী নারায়ণী জাগো মা জাগো মা জাগো মা জাগো মা জাগো মা।
Very good.
I'll sing from here.
Okay.
Can I-
What? Yeah, because there is, you have to sit down here. Yeah.
I can sing on the floor.
Yeah, that's
So this is not my cell phone.
Okay, I'll sing to go there.
No, you
করুণা পাথার জননী আমারে এলে মা করুণা করিতে করুণা পাথার জননী আমারে এলে মা করুণা করিতে তাপিতের তরে নরদেহ ধরে তাপিতের তরে নরদেহ ধরে অশেষ যাতনা সহিতে এলে মা করুণা করিতে করুণা পাথার জননী আমারে এলে মা করুণা করিতে ত্রিদিবতে আজিয়া এ ধরায় আশা সন্তান তরে কতকা দাসা ত্রিদিবতে আজিয়া এ ধরায় আশা সন্তান তরে কতকা দাসা অহেতুক তব এই ভালোবাসা অহেতুক তব এই ভালোবাসা পারি কি গো মোরা বুঝিতে এলে মা করুণা করিতে করুণা পাথার জননী আমারে এলে মা করুণা করিতে শত জনমের যত পাপ হয় দিয়াছি ঢালিয়া ওই রাঙা পায় সকলি তো তুমি সহিলে হেলায় বলবিতে কত তাপিতে এলে মা করুণা করিতে ভগতি বিন হৃদয় আমার এলেমা করুণা করিতে করুণা পাথার জননী আমারে এলেমা করুণা করিতে এলেমা করুণা করিতে
Now it is on. Yathagner dahika shakti Rama Krishna sthita hiya Sarva Vidya Swarupam Tam Saradam Pranamamyaham. So let us continue these very illuminating incidents in the life of Holy Mother Sri Sarada Devi. So there is this, this beautiful incident that this is one devotee, Chandra Mohan Datta, his reminiscence. So he is telling one day he had a desire for a long time that may Mother show me in her divine form. So one day he saw that there is Mother kind of alone, not too many people around. So he said to her, Mother, you love me like your own son. It is through your benevolence alone that I maintain myself and my family. You protect us from all danger and adversity. Still, I have an unfulfilled desire. If you uh, if you fulfill that, I shall have nothing left to wish for. The mother wanted to know about that desire. I said, my last desire is to see your true form. The mother did not agree to this. Observing my repeated, earnest uh, entreaties, she reluctantly agreed and said to her companions, You go away a little. I shall have a private talk with him. She then said to me, Look, you alone will see it and no one else. Don't be afraid of seeing my true form and don't divulge to others what you will see as long as I am alive. So this is, you alone will see it. It is for you. Means the one when the eyes are purified, then one can see it. Second thing is that don't get afraid. It is very likely that one will get scared to see that form of Divine Mother. You are aware of that, what happened to Arjuna when the universal form of Krishna that he wanted to see. But when Krishna showed it, he soon got so scared. And this has happened to also some devotees with Sri Ramakrishna, of Sri Ramakrishna, who could not bear it, that vision of spiritual elevation, because our minds are so tied to these worldly names and forms from where we get our so-called pleasures of the world. And so when this divine form comes, all that goes away, and we feel left as it were high and dry. We are not ready to accept this. And so Holy Mother warns him, and don't get scared. So, saying so, the mother assumed her true form in front of me. It was the form of the Divine Mother Jagadhatri. I was petrified with fear by seeing that divine luminous form. Uh, an ethereal glow emanated from her body, illuminating the area. My eyes were dazzled by the brilliance of the glow. I further saw Jaya and Vijaya, two companions of Jagadhatri, flanking the mother. By my whole body began to tremble and did not stop. I could not stand steadily. I fell at her feet. The mother then withdrew the form of Jagadhatri and resumed her usual human form. She stroked me with her hand, and slowly my shivering stopped. When I regained my normal state, she said again, "Don't tell anyone what you have seen as long as I am alive." I asked the mother, "Who are your Jaya and Vijaya, Gulab and Yogin?" Gulab Ma and Yogin Ma, and they were with Holy Mother all the time, and were her companions, uh, constantly serving her in various ways. Then there is this similar occasion that it is with Basana Nandi. Uh, she was married when she was 7 years old, but her husband died shortly thereafter. When she was 13, Holy Mother hired her to do some household work, such as cleaning the dishes and clothes, sweeping and mopping the floor, and so on. In the evenings also, she massaged Holy Mother's feet to relieve her rheumatism. Basana recalled. One day in Jairambati, I wanted to go to a neighboring village to attend a puja festival. But mother would not allow me to go alone. That night, when I was massaging her feet with oil, she told me, "The thing which you are eager to see, you will see here." While massaging her feet, I fell asleep. See, it is while massaging Holy Mother's feet, when you are doing actively something, when reading or listening to lecture, it is easy to fall asleep. But imagine while massaging, the one who is being massaged falls asleep. But who is massaging, it is strange. But that is what she is narrating, that it is. mm, While massaging her feet, I fell asleep. Suddenly, my sleep broke and saw a bright light all around. I have never seen such an effulgence. I saw the living goddess Jagadhatri in the midst of that light. It was a beautiful and benign form of the mother, and ran, but I did not see The mother, frightened, I cried, "Mother, mother," and ran out of the room. But I did not see the mother outside either. It is. I returned to the room and found the mother sleeping on her bed. There was no more blazing light. Instead, a dim kerosene lantern was lit. I told her what I saw. Smiling, she said, "What you have seen is true. I am Jagadhatri, Durga, Lakshmi, Saraswati, and Kali." So, this is where you see the true glimpse of what she was, that it is that very, this symbols that we worship. Now that is in flesh and blood. So to teach us, that is how this worship, is of several types. The worship that we do, uh, some are abstract symbols. There is no human shape. To indicate that the God is beyond all particulars, there is as much as possible, all particulars are removed from that. Uh, like the sound symbol Om or Ring, Pling, these are symbols. God is in that form. The next level of symbols is something more concrete and that we can take up for worship. Because how to worship just Om, it is sound. Then we form, therefore, an image of it. In fact, Ganesha is Omkar, Om, and given a shape, three-dimensional shape, and then that becomes Ganesha. So, uh, then there are therefore the shapes like Narayana. They make a stone image of Narayana without any particular form as such. It is a stone only, Narayan Shila or Shivalingam and so forth. It is just a stone without any particular anthropomorphic signs on it. And this is this is closer to the actual nature of the divine, free from all attributes, free from forms. So the next one, but this also doesn't appear to be very close, very easy to worship. So therefore we have to go further to bring it closer to the what we are accustomed to. So we then give the forms like uh, the Vishnu with four arms. So it is now human beings, but something more. So instead of normal two hands, we give four hands. Mother Durga. So 8 arms or 10 arms. There is one Hindu temple. There was a big fight between the two groups. This lot of such fights erupt on some minor such points. Mother Durga should have 8 hands or 10 hands. And then the temple got divided into 8 hand faction and 10 hand faction. So it is, I'm not joking, friend, this really happened. Ah, so it is
Just the 18, the
18, 20, whatever, we have Dashabhuja, Ashtabhuja. So it is because you find the different descriptions in scriptures, all are right. So, but this is again, now she has a face, she has uh, a human features, nose, eyes, and but to distinguish from human beings given 8 hands. There is a description of Mother Kali with 4 arms. So Mother Durga also in one description has 4 arms. So it is, uh, therefore, it is human like, but it is not really human. And these are symbols. Therefore, you don't have any birthday celebration of Vishnu because he was never born, never dies, is eternally the same. There is no date of birth. There is no date of birth of Mother Durga. It is actually the Mahishasura how Mahishasura was formed is a very beautiful discussion in Chandi Durga Saptashati, that how Mother Durga gets formed. It is that all the gods, they gave their powers, brought them together, and that became that all powers coming together, that became Mother Durga. So all these Jagadhatri, Durga, Kali, they are the godheads, symbols. Anthropomorphic means they have human features, but still showing something more than that. So, but that also doesn't become sufficient to connect to for us to connect. It is so we God has to take the form of a human being. That is called avatar or God incarnating as human being. So there we find more fulfillment and we can connect more easily because he's like us. And therefore, if you observe, uh, all the religion of mankind is centered on such beings. If you take them away, almost all religion is gone. And it is in, for example, in Hindus, take away Rama, Krishna, Shankaracharya, Buddha, Ramakrishna, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, very little of religion then remains. Because most people require such very concrete human forms, so that they can celebrate birthday of Krishna, because Krishna was born God incarnate. In other like Christianity, and Jesus is God in human form. He had birth, he had death, he had growth, all those. He was educated, he was baptized. So all these stages are there. So it is like that. That so it is quite common to worship God in that form. So there, the God has all the weaknesses also. When you assume human form, then all those weaknesses of, because otherwise you will not have faith. So that God in human form not only has to be born, he has parents, and the parents scold the little ones, feed the little ones. It is so much of beautiful description about Yashoda and Krishna, that how, although he is protector of the whole universe, but Yashoda is scared, is going alone in the forest there with cows. What will happen to him? I must protect him. So, like the mother protecting the child, but here the child is God in human form. So, all those things are possible when God comes to our level as a human being. And then this closeness becomes more apparent or more concrete when you see that little child or even a grown up man having stomach problems, gets many different diseases, and exactly like a human being becomes old and dies. So this is what happens to human beings. So uh, Holy Mother was asked once that how you are like human beings, and you are God also, and how do you fall then sick, how you become so weak. And Holy Mother says when God incarnates as human being, all these things also have to happen. It is uh, Brahman absolute, there is no change in it, there is nothing like birth, growth, death, is everywhere, not limited by space, not limited by time. And we are not able to conceive that idea, think of that idea, and therefore, okay, I am now in a human form. So that gives us opportunity to interact with God uh, as if God is our relative. God is my mother, my father, and so forth. So, but then how human humanness gets appreciated, but not the godness. So Holy Mother expressed that when incarnation comes as human, the body comes as a human being, like exactly like human being, and that one has to suffer. Where is then the difference? The difference is there is no selfishness there. That human beings are actually permeated with selfishness, self centeredness. And if you look at these characters, incarnations of God, you will find this unique feature that their life was completely free from selfishness. So, thus, this is very important. It is Sri Ramakrishna also said that, well, sometimes that God in human form therefore becomes scared also. It is though God, when you take human form, you have to show that as well. So uh, now this one beautiful incident that is very commonly experienced by us, that problem is asked of Holy Mother, that we are devotees, and yet many non-spiritual thoughts do spring us within us. Why does it happen? This question comes to me, and many uh, ask me this question, that why does it happen? I said, this is my problem also. It is. Uh, but God is free from that problem, that non spiritual or body centric and these desires, they come to us. That And this question was asked. In 1918, a devotee asked the mother, why do I have bad thoughts in my mind? Hmm. It is, this itself is an evolution. It is a sign of progress that, um, just try to see this question. Why do I have bad thoughts? Uh, Means there is a mind that is not free from, that is free from bad thoughts and is therefore able to recognize the bad thoughts. There is a level of purity because of which one can separately see the bad thoughts. This is bad. This is undesirable. It should not be. The desire is that there should not be bad thoughts in me. That desire also is expressed. That is the meaning of why. This is not an academic question that, okay, a reason is given, that's it. But the idea is how then will they not come to me? Why the bad thoughts come? And the intent behind this question is how will they not come? So this is, you don't want those thoughts. That is also indicated here, that why they come, and it is that kind of why. The connotation is that it should not happen. Therefore, the question why is there? Why that fellow is here? Ah, like somebody that you don't want to come here suddenly comes. Then you, why this fellow is here? So, similarly, why these bad thoughts, evil thoughts come? Uh, Holy Mother replied, it is the natural tendency of the mind to go downwards. People build a dam to save water by tremendous efforts, but sometimes the dam breaks and the water goes away. Still, people try to keep the dam intact. Let me tell you, holy company and spiritual talk help the mind to move upward. Moreover, even the mind of an ungodly person changes by the grace of holy man. A greedy man went to a holy man in Vrindavan to learn how to make gold and received a philosopher's stone from him. Later, the man developed this passion for the wealth and received divine knowledge from the holy man. Hmm. There is that Rabindranath Tagore's one very nice story about it. That a poem that the man who was in search of the philosopher's stone then was looking everywhere, here and there, and then somehow ended up in a hermitage and asked that holy man seated there, and then and the man said, "Oh, okay." That man didn't have any wealth around, so he said, "Oh, then you can take." Then he took it, tasted. Yes, it is surely a touchstone. Anything you touch becomes gold. Wow! But then, as he started walking, he started thinking, "Look, this man, he had it. He gave it up." Hmm. So he has something far more valuable than this. So because of having that, now he doesn't consider this to be of any importance. So seeing this, that person becomes saintly. That is how the holy company brings the effects. Like the question was being asked, that how here we feel so the all these things are understood, we feel convinced. Uh, why do we not feel it when we leave this place and go away? Another answer to that is this. Here we are under the influence of so many devotees bringing a resonance of this holy awareness, the Godward awareness. And thus that becomes big in our minds. when we leave, then we do not have that strength. It is one incident of my childhood that I remember on such discussions, that I was brought in, brought, my parents bought some chest expander for me, that rubber band. Mm. So, and I was not able to expand it much, finding it very hard. So, one day, my one uncle came from behind, held my these two hands as I was holding that band and stretched it. Oh, I thought, wow, so good. Wow, I am able to stretch it like that. And then, oh, that he, very nasty thing, he let it go, his hand, and then it, hit my knuckles so hard, because that force that was stretching it was withdrawn, and then it dum. So here our this holy thoughts, they become big not by our strength. It is the strength of the holiness that is generated here by all of us thinking the same great thoughts of holiness. That is how it increases. Therefore, holy company is a great important thing. So, and how shall we have holy company? The best way to have constant holy company is, well, you become holy, isn't it? Ah, you become a holy person, and if you want to objectify it, just stand in front of the mirror. Hey, holy man! Ah, if it is not, then keep on, visiting such gatherings. Therefore, such gatherings have a nice name, satsanga. Satsanga means holy company. So it is. So I tell you, have the company of the holy whenever you have an opportunity. If holy company is not available, read holy books. The mind becomes pure by discussing the lives of great souls. It is, yes, read good books. It is, I found, so many people, they didn't really want to read holy books. Uh, I had the work of reading proofs, of the Swami Vivekananda's and Sri Ramakrishna's Holy Mother's literature. So uh, that he told about Pitambaranandaji, and Pitambaranandaji gave me that work too, that it is, come on, you read while I'll be checking the proofs. So it is, there was no that Google corrections or Gemini, Chat GPT, all such things were not there. So somebody has to physically read and physically correct. So I was reading, and that helped me a lot. And I found so many people thus got the whole complete works of Vivekananda read like that. So it is, and it makes an impact on you. So you understand, see the truth of this. So thus, holy company helps by reading the books also. The mind becomes pure by discussing the lives of great souls. Look, the movement of water is always downward, but the scorching sun evaporates the ocean water as vapor, which rises up and is blown away by the wind to the top of the mountains. There it becomes snow. Then it melts as water and flows through the springs and rivers, and like that. It is the mind naturally goes down like water. You don't have to put a pump to take the water down. But if you want to bring it up, then pump is necessary. So to lift the mind up, you have to therefore apply power. Naturally, it will not go up. It is so one has to apply the force, proper discipline, so that the mind gradually gets filled with the holy vibrations, the downwards tendencies, they get eliminated. Many of you know corresponding question of Arjuna in Bhagavad Gita, chapter 3rd. It is a great question that Arjuna asked that how atakena prayuktoyam papam charati purushah anichannapi varshneya baladiva niyojitah, that even though I don't want, how a being, that being doesn't want it, but yet these sinful thoughts, sinful here doesn't necessarily mean what are, like committing murders, not that the person becomes felon, but what it means is the thoughts against the ideal. You hold something as ideal, you want to live life like that, but something comes up that you don't know what it is, and your acts, your thoughts and your actions become against the ideal. So what is it that, who is that who makes me do like that? And the answer given by Krishna is that kama esha krodha esha rajo guna samudbhava, that it is the lust, that and anger, that it is same thing. Lust and its other face is anger, that both are together. So both, he says, that know them to be your enemies. You have to know them that they are your enemies. What happens is, take them as friends giving me happiness. Therefore, I feel that because of lust, then I become happy. So instead of removing it, I try to hold on to it or intensify it. It is therefore important that we understand that it is enemy. Vidhi enam iha vairinam. It is Mahashano Mahapapma. When rises in us, then howsoever you feed, its hunger is unsatiable, keeps on demanding for more and more. So, therefore, that should be avoided. Know them as your enemies. So, this one has to develop that attitude that these are enemies, and to counter that, therefore, one has to go for the holy company. Holy company, even Narada, in the great aphorisms on devotion, mentions this as the great tool, that the holy company is described Mahat Sangastu. He calls it Mahat Sangha. Durlabho Agamyo Amoghascha. That it is difficult to get. Difficult mostly because we are not looking for it. It is uh, so if you are looking for it, you find it. Like it was, I told you about our one neighbor near that Ramakrishna Mutt in Nagpur. Very nice very humorous person. So I asked him, when I met him, where had you been? He said, I went to get fish. So those days in Nagpur, fish was not very easily available. Huh? How did you find fish? He said, we are Bengalis. And we know how to find it. A fish can live without water, but a Bengali cannot live without fish. So, therefore, we find it automatically. So, if the point is, if you are looking for it, you will find it. So, that is why it is difficult to find holy company. Why it is difficult to find? Because we do not look for it assiduously. We do not feel the need of it as much. So if we feel the need, we will look for it. So, holy company, durlabha agamyaha. It is difficult to judge whether the person is holy or not. Just by external science, you may not see that. Just because somebody is wearing this kind of clothing, and not necessarily that the fellow is going to be holy or long beard and all that. It is. We had one nice Swami. I am very indebted to that Swami. He was our teacher in training center and very scholarly, Swami Mukhyananda. And he used to wear a long beard like that. And then wearing the regular dhoti and chadar, would sit under that Swami Vivekananda's temple. There is a bel tree. It is so under that he used to sit. And then uh, the devotees were just going around. One little child uh, told her mother while going there, said, "Ma, dekho, dekho, ekebare rishir moton." So just by appearance, that Swami replied, "Maton keno, rishi to." Means it is not just the appearance, it is so one, it is how to find. We do not have really the describable science that therefore agamya, you have to dwell inside, and we see the outer science. Oh, this is such a Swami, and he speaks so well. Many get so much uh, attracted to the way the speeches go. So, speeches are not indicators of spiritual this elevation. One can speak very nicely, as Shankaracharya says, Vagzari, Vagvaikhari, Shabdazari, Shastra Vyakhyana Kaushalam, Vidusham Vidusham, Tadvat Bhuktaye Natu Muktaye. That it is, these are just things that come from habit, that it is that somebody has very good command on the scriptures, explaining the intricacies of scriptures. Very good, nothing bad about it. But that is not necessarily an indicator of being saint. That is a professional skill that you develop. It is, and it gives you the enjoyments. Different people have different ways of enjoying. This is one way that people enjoy. So this is not to be considered as spiritually elevated person. Oh, holy company is something very different. That the holiness in you, the desire to realize God gets kindled by that company. That is the holy company. So it is therefore not easy to describe. Then Amoghascha, it is sure to be successful. It just unfeeling. It will work for sure. So, holy company is thus very important. That Sri Ramakrishna also spoke of holy company. That that is what he specially is prescribed to householders. That what should be done. God realization, is it possible for householders? Sri Ramakrishna, without any hesitation, says yes, it is possible for everyone, for householders, sure. But you have to do something for it. uh, that one of the he said different things at on different occasions. One time he says, "Holy company, that be secluded, nirjanavas and sadhu sangha, that have this removed from your daily household situation and stay at a holy place for some time." And it has the advantage that you become free from that situation for at least sometimes. Otherwise, seeing the same, my spouse, my children, my this, my that, the mind doesn't become free from these things. So it is important to draw yourself away from that situation. Stay away from that for some time, and stay away from from that doesn't mean go to something worse. It is, yeah, go to these saints, holy people. Yeah, it is like our Teresa went to Belur Math, and then I inquired her, and she said, somewhat tauntingly to me, that and there are some kind-hearted swamis also. So it is. So it is. You see that there's something that you can imbibe. It is. It affects you automatically. So this is how you get a reflection. You see the how you can behave, and the holy company therefore helps in this matter. So that is one. Then one day, while sitting on the northern veranda of Udbodhan house, Holy Mother and Sudhira were talking about a person of the Nivedita school. Mother said, "People do not scrutinize their own minds. They only see others' faults. If they see their own faults and try to rectify them, then the tendency of seeing faults in others will not rise. Mahamaya created this tendency in the human mind. People magnify their own qualities, means good qualities. They make their molehills into mountains, and others mountains into molehills. When it comes to certain good things, yes, how I was and how what I did and how much you keep on expanding on that. Uh, they are how they are thoroughly occupied with their own so-called greatness and have no time to think of others. If one remembers that everyone belongs to the Master, then one cannot help love all. Once I was in such a condition that I could not remove the ants from Master's Naivedya, the food offering. I felt as if the uh, master was eating through the ants. One relishes the gossip and criticism when one does not see the master in all. As long as one does not try to make spiritual progress oneself, one's mind will keep constantly agitated with others' affairs. Hmm. Yeah, then gossiping and talking ill on the backs of somebody else, that becomes a very good vocation for many. So they come together and somebody who is not present there, they then start talking bad about that person. So it is this tendency is to be avoided because it takes us downwards. A lady came to Uddbodhan house and informed the mother that some of her relatives were passing through difficult times. This is a very good, practical situation is presented. The life goes through so many difficulties. Sometimes one is pushed to the wit's end. That this lady was telling that, mother, doesn't the master see the sufferings of these people? Why does he not prevent them? Hmm. All over the world, everybody has this complaint that, well, see how the destiny is dealing such cruel blows on me. But the Holy Mother replied, does anything happen without the will of God? Everything is happening with the will of God. It is even a leaf on a tree does not move without His wish. According to His wish, the universe and all things are functioning. Can a material object function if there is no consciousness behind it? The woman asked. Is God fully aware of these sufferings? When a person, Holy Mother replies, when a person does anything wrong, does he or she always remembers it? Holy Mother responded, God made the law. Each action has its own effect. He is conducting this world with this law of karma. Your actions come back to you. That Swami Vivekananda's very famous poem, no one but me to blame. Hmm. Whom to blame? Your actions are coming back to you. I am my own embodied past. Therein the plan was made. All that is good, good, bad, bad. All these, whatever actions, they are sown as the seeds. Oh, but this little child, what bad did he do? This, you are seeing now as a little thing, but had many past births, and whatever actions that child committed then in the past births, they take fruits. So no one but me to blame. So that doesn't mean one should not strive to serve and remove the suffering of the other. But how does God not remove the sufferings? Because you wanted the sufferings, what to do now? If you are told, well, your health is not right, you should not eat all this kind of food, it's bad for you, but still you like it. then you eat it. Then who is to suffer? God, isn't it? So that is what we think, that uh, we have peculiar mindset, you see, that it is I will do the actions, and then if the good result, then I will take it. Whatever bad, then God. And that beautiful Sanskrit saying is there that everybody likes the results of good actions, but not the good actions. That punyasya phalam icchanti, punyam nechanti manavaha. The results of good actions, I want like that. I want to be pure hearted like Holy Mother. But then do something like that, that I won't do. We always, then without doing anything, it must happen. And that Dayatmananji had told that nice story. A man wept on praying to God, and God, please, make me win this lottery. You are a doer of everything. Why don't you do this for me? Win this lottery for me. And it is said that God came in his dream once and said that, my child, at least buy the lottery ticket. That also one doesn't want to do. So it is. So at least the punyam nechanti manavaha. They don't want to do the good work. But the phalam, punyasya phalam echanti. Papasya phalam nechanti. Papam kurvanti yatnatah. And they don't want, Yatnatah, if they put in lot of efforts to commit wrong actions, and yet don't want the result of it. Just think of it. It is so. Uh, then how can human beings escape from the grinding results of their terrible actions? Is there no forgiveness in God regarding the law of karma? This she asks again, that how can then there be escape? This question is very commonly asked, very logical and philosophical question. That my previous karmas, they resulted in this result. And because of this result, now again I am doing bad actions. So how can this cycle be broken? It is does God have a plan for that? Holy Mother replied, is it possible for you to survive without his forgiveness? He is forgiving you every moment. God is forgiving us every moment. Imagine what we thought, what we did, and compared to that, what little we are suffering. So it is. Can you see the karma of your innumerable past lives? If so, you would not ask this question. Even Arjuna did not know the karma of his past lives. What to speak of ordinary human beings? He who has made the law can change it also. Moreover, God has given human beings the tendency towards good karma, and good karma reduces the impact of bad karma. He gave human beings the freedom to perform good and bad actions. That is the reason his Leela is continuing. We have uh, that conscience that makes us see what is right and what is not right, isn't it? Mm. This is a very, very special human feature uh, that, in a way, originator of this idea of religion in us. That conscience, That conscience tells me this is right and this is not right. So, in Kathopanishad, that Nachiketa rejected all that was liked, though it was not right, and aspired for that which is right. So, it is, we have that faculty, we have to awaken it, strengthen it, that yes, something is right, I will do it, whatever it I will have to sacrifice many things which I like for what is right. So if I do it, certainly I'll be doing the right things and right results will follow. Otherwise, I go by my likings against my conscience. That is Viveka. That is why Vivekananda. And Vivekananda means the joy is only through discernment. Discernment was his joy, that this is right, this is permanent, and this is divine. All other things were rejected, and thus that became the source of joy. Uh, we are unfortunately Vivekanandas, that which our conscience says, no, this will bring misery, this will give out, you have to, sacrifice your spiritual tendencies if you indulge in this. Still, we don't listen to that. So, it is, we rather keep the conscience quiet, scold the conscience, hey, be quiet, don't make noise. Maybe tomorrow I will listen to you, not now. Again, tomorrow never comes, so it is. Uh, Thus we suffer and then blame others that this is the cause of my suffering. Because of my spouse, I have to suffer. Easy to put blame on somebody else. Does it help? No. It would have been nice if by planting the blame on somebody, if you are getting relief, but it doesn't happen, and the suffering further intensifies. So, both good and bad are in front of you. You select. This is the way he plays. The play cannot continue if someone does only good and only bad. In a game of hide and seek, the running about soon stops. If in the beginning all the players touch the granny, that fellow has to be caught. And then if you catch it right in the beginning, the game is over right then. So the game of the world will be finished. So to continue, it happens that people do bad things. It is, if there are no thieves, no police. No police force. So many jobs will get lost, you see, because there are no thieves, no felons. So what are the police going to do? So many were eliminated. One I read many years ago, there was a big fire in Colorado, forest fire, and it was found out that it was arson. The fellow was caught, and he was an ex-firefighter, fired. Because fired means there was no job left, no fires were happening, and so he lost his job. So he himself got angry and put the fire there to get his job, but unfortunately got caught. So many people perform rituals, but we do not always see the results. The woman commented that we do all these rituals And we thought, we think that that is religion that we are following. Is it? Holy Mother replied, if a ritual is performed correctly, the result is bound to come. It takes time to yield the results of one's action. One cannot get a ripe mango as soon as the blossom appears on the tree. It takes time. It is slowly, gradually, you will see it. Many, there is right now, apples are on, and they one apple tree in Vedanta Society of Providence. Don't rush, yeah. So some devotees and some visitors, they are looking, wow, but they are still small and green. So you will have to wait patiently. It takes a few months before they become ripe. And when they become ripe, you are not always likely to get it because before you there are those squirrels and other birds. They have the right of way for these things. So it is. So we become very impatient. It takes time. Moreover, we do not do the ritual right either. Cut the corners, that okay, it is that story is there that one oil for uh, consuming, two types of oil was being sold in the shop. Why? This is for your consumption normal, and that is for worship. Means what is for worship? Why? Because it was all spilt on the floor, is that dirty. So okay for worship. So all that is because it is sold at half price or one third price. So people buy that. It is for worship. So therefore, then your results also will be like that. So it is. If you want to escape the results of good and bad karma, both these karmas, the results have to be gone. Then one has to become spiritual. Reject both karmas, go beyond the law of karma. That is the only way to go beyond the law of karma. So this is the Holy Mothers, these the interactions with the various other disciples of Sri Ramakrishna, very interesting. So uh, they were wholeheartedly serving Holy Mother. That Swami Tigunatitananda, before he was sent to America, he was serving Holy Mother. And then a Holy Mother was going in the bullock cart, and then the road had a ditch there. So he went and slept in that ditch so that that Holy Mother's cart can go without Holy Mother getting the jerk of it. But somebody saw, and when Holy Mother learnt of it, she scolded him very bitterly. It is uh, with all their heart they served Sri Ramakrishna's, that at that time, Holy Mother was not much known to these most of these direct disciples. Only Latu Maharaj, uh, that Sri Ramakrishna once scolded Latu Maharaj, Swami Adbhutananda. Hey, what meditation you are doing here? Huh? Go, your mother there. And she doesn't have anybody to help in making the rotis. So she had, since then, he became the helpmate of Holy Mother. But otherwise, they didn't always see Holy Mother. So, uh, but her motherhood was so intact there. That very famous incident is there, how pure she is. That once as she was going to uh, bring the food to Sri Ramakrishna, one other devotee lady, she said, Mother, let me take it. I will take it from you. Let me give it to Master. And she took, and then Mother thought, okay. After a few minutes, then Mother goes there to take up, to remove the plate after Sri Ramakrishna's lunch would be over. And see Sri Ramakrishna had not touched the food. Uh, and Mother asked, why are you not taking? With whose hands you sent the food? Don't you know the character of that woman? Why did you do that? Now, Sri Ramakrishna's constitution was such that if it is touched with some uh, person of bad character, the food won't go down. Not that he doesn't want to eat it, but he was incapable of eating it. That was the problem. He was incapable of eating it. He would see it as it's all dirt, would not be able to eat it. Because he could see that being poured on the food. We will not be able to eat the food if we see all filth poured on the food. Sri Ramakrishna could see it like that and was not therefore eating it. And Holy Mother said that not today for you eat it. Promise me that you will never do it again. Always bring the food yourself. Holy Mother said, well, you eat today. I will try to bring always myself. But if somebody calls me mother, and then I will not be able to say no to that person. If she says that, give me the, I will take it to the master, mother, please give it to me, then I will not be able to say no. Look at that uh, heart, that, and she said, but how can Sri Ramakrishna eat it? Just think about it. I had this question many that the mother's presence and mother's words removed all the impurities, and Sri Ramakrishna could eat it, you say. Because how could otherwise Sri Ramakrishna take that food? He was not constitutionally capable of eating it. It is, but when mother says, take it, then all that is gone. It is then another, because the tremendous force of her purity. That is why pavitram charitam yasyaha pavitram jivanam tatha pavitrata swarupinye tasyai devyai namo namaha. That she is embodiment of that purity. So, in her presence, things become automatically pure. So, it is. There is another story about Radhu and Nalini. There's those two nieces there. They were, those uh, cleanliness nut. Always, no, I'm not pure. And then once Nalini said, all silly things. Oh, uh, uh, when I was coming, a crow peed on my head. Not the dropping, but peed on my head. Holy Mother said, I have now, my hair have become grey. I have never seen a crow peeing. Nothing has happened. Go, okay. Go and take the dip in this Ganges there in the river. But wash yourself. She was still not feeling pure enough. And then Holy Mother said, okay, touch me. And that satisfied her. It is that kind of purity Holy Mother embodied. It is, she would, Sri Ramakrishna had given the food quota to all his disciples. That okay, you should eat only this much during the day, this much, and at night, very little, not much food at night. Once after giving this rule, Sri Ramakrishna was just seeing how they are eating and saw that everybody's plate had lot of roti and all that. Uh, and asked, "Hey, how? I told, well, so Holy Mother gave. And then he scolded Holy Mother. Huh? What? These boys come here to perform spiritual practices, eating so much food. How will they do all this? It is detrimental to them. And this was the only occasion in Holy Mother's life story that we find when she overrides Sri Ramakrishna with that very stern uh, words that you don't worry about the food of my children. I will take care of it. You don't have to make rules for that. I will manage. And the reaction of Sri Ramakrishna was just relief. Oh, because he knew that it is the Divine Mother is taking care of them. So nothing can go wrong there. So this is that Sri Ramakrishna's that great uh, teachings that we see coming from Holy Mother's life. Their connection was like that, that Yathagner Dahika Shakti, that was how we see that manifesting in this way. All you find very simple and yet fully illumined presence of Holy Mother. It cannot be uh, just judged by anybody. It is, as I told in the beginning, something to be felt that Holy Mother is the very deeply present around if we have the sense to feel it. All our spiritual life depends on her grace, which is very easy to get. Just we they children do not really have to pray much to mother. They are already mother is eager to give them all the best things. That is the joy of the mother. So children do not have to ask for much. A little asking is necessary, that's all. So all that is what we need to just little asking, and then it is granted to us. It is thus Holy Mother's presence is so important. And without Holy Mother's presence, we would have always felt that spiritual life is very, very difficult for us to practice. we are so much into all the day-to-day works, where to find time. It is my family life is so difficult, and so many people bring that complaint to me that Swami, you are fortunate. You have no home, hearth, or family to worry about. Those who know very closely, they understand that the Swami has a bigger family. Ah, it is, uh, but we feel that how difficult is to have, always conflicts going on, ups and downs, uh, and the conflicting demands on one's life, never ending as it were. But when you look at Holy Mother's life, then you see, oh, compared to what she had faced, we are not facing even an infinitely small as part of it. So much that just read this life of Holy Mother and see how deeply it becomes uh, effective in our lives. It is the so many very important stories about her courage and how uh, it is. She never uh, was lacking courage in facing situations, difficult situations, but she did not say that I will not do it. It is too many difficulties, too many problems. No, I am out of it. No. Uh, it is one very interesting thing. We discussed that she was so bashful. She was not uh, having, that nobody could see her. She was not exposing herself. She was behind the scene. We do not understand the tremendous power that is behind the scene. See all these fixtures, light fixtures, they are seen. Do you see the electricity that powers them? It is invisible, it is behind, It is, but that is where the power comes. Power is in unseen. What is seen is very small part. So unseen is this power. So Holy Mother was that kind of unseen power, and her human this aspect. See, imagine that incident that she is coming from Jarambati and was met with the robbers on the way. Uh, how it happened uh, that she fell sick on the way, and her companions, therefore, sure, you go ahead, otherwise, everybody will be, for me, everybody will be lagging behind. Now, all these good people, will they do like that? Will they ever leave such a young, helpless lady in this manner? It was only the power of Holy Mother's words that made them do it. You cannot imagine, suppose some 4 5 people are there, one in the company is sick and is not able to keep up pace. Will all others leave, and that to a lady in those days? Unthinkable. How could they leave her? Power of Holy Mother. They left her. And then at night, Holy Mother was met with these robbers, and by her very special behavior, the robbers, that couple got converted into devotees. She spent a night at their home. Next day, that man, robber, and his wife came to Dakshineshwar to take Holy Mother there. So, see, the courage to face a situation like that. When Sri Ramakrishna was being offered money, he refused to take. So somebody then said, "Oh, you offer it to Holy Mother." Ah, Sri Ramakrishna himself said, "Oh, if she wants, she can have it." But when Holy Mother understood that it is like this, Sri Ramakrishna didn't take it. She also refused that it is. So there is these great ideas that one can learn from Holy Mother. When Sri Ramakrishna was transferred to the house in that Shampukur Badi, so it is in that there was no arrangement for Holy Mother to stay, retaining her bashfulness. A very small house. You can see that house even now. So, but when it was seen that Sri Ramakrishna's diet, all those arrangements are not happening properly, somebody said that it will be Holy Mother if she can come here. Sri Ramakrishna suggested ask her if she can come, and then she came. She came. Did she throw to winds her bashfulness? Ah, there was only one bathroom there on the top of the building. Holy Mother was as having a space to stay, but the bathroom was only one for all. So earlier in Dakshineshwar, Holy Mother used to finish all her these ablutions and early in the morning at 3 o'clock. So here now the ideal is not to be given up, not to be compromised. Change your lifestyle. She started getting up at 2 o'clock. Ah, so that is how you know what is to be changed, what is not to be changed, what values are to be adhered to, and what can be compromised with. And this tremendous sense one learns from Holy Mother. It is so many such incidents. One, one monk, he cleaned with broom the place and then just threw the broom like that. Holy Mother said, "What is this? What are you doing? Keep it respectfully." Now, uh, Holy Mother said that the broom helped you to make this place clean. Now your work is done and you want to throw it like that. No, give it proper respect. This is actually the Shakti Puja, worship of Mother, to give respect to everyone, to everything. Everything is imbued with that spirit. Let us not show disrespect to any. That one Swami who explained it to me quoted from Brihadaranyaka Upanishad that whatever you consider uh, like this, uh, I mean, consider it low, uh, slight it, then that will defeat you. So it is when you show that, so you slide that broom, then that broom will wreak revenge on you. You call somebody as bad or consider them to be, not uh, uh, worthy of yourselves, then they will show you how more worthy they are. So it is, and this is how everything is to be respected. See how much happy one's life becomes when we develop that kind of respect for everything. So, friends, again, I will stop here. Anybody has any questions, comments, please feel free. It is, I see everybody is a bit tired now. Mm. 5 p.m. is Arati. So till then, uh, you have uh, time for questions or whatever. Yeah, it is.
Maharaj, you started the talk saying she was the perfect non-dualist through action. So how to understand that?
Non-dual means seeing the same in all. That is the meaning of non-duality. Nobody says that the uh, external forms are same. What is same is the internal reality. Like the beautiful verse in Bhagavad Gita that it is most in the fifth chapter that it is Vidya Vinay Sampanne Brahmane Gavihastini Shuni Chaiva Shvapake Cha Panditah Samadarshinaha. That Pandita that has been defined earlier, the one who sees Atman in all. Atmadarshi is called Pandita. So it is now the essence is seen in all. One is a very pure minded and well versed in scriptures, they and acts accordingly uh, and full of this humility that adorns the proper knowledge. Now, such a Brahmin, then a cow, an elephant, and then a dog, and say a pig. Now, all are different creatures, but a Pandita sees that they were all same by looking the reality inside. The external forms are different, but the inner reality is the same. Mm. You make my favorite example animal crackers. Uh, you make different things out of it, different animals, but the substance is the same. And babies see them different. And this is crocodile, and this is I want to eat crocodile. When the baby goes to kindergarten, knows that all are same. So when we rise to the spiritually to the spiritual kindergarten, we will start seeing the non-duality in all different things. Because the essence in all is the same. That is how Holy Mother treated everybody. See, same. That beautiful incident. It is actually this Arupananda. He writes it that ask Holy Mother, are you mother to everybody? Yes, I am mother to everybody. Even those worms and all. Yes, I am mother to them also. See the sameness. Mother to them also. Then it digs the further. More tricky question. What about Sri Ramakrishna? Are you mother to him also? And Holy Mother has absolutely no hesitation in saying, yes, I am mother of Sri Ramakrishna as well. But he is your husband. Yes, what does it matter? He is my husband also, and my child also. I look upon him as both. Where is the conflict? There is no conflict as such that one is a crocodile and one is a dog. But the same dough is in both. So Holy Mother's this awareness was like that. Therefore, she says that famous statement: "I am mother to Sarad and Amjad. Sarad is also my child. Amjad is also my child." Where is Sarad Maharaj, Swami Sardananda, and where is this petty thief uh, Amjad? But for Holy Mother, they are both her children. The same uh, being is seen in all of them. That is the non duality in action. It is, she is not teaching Ashtavakra Gita, but her life is Ashtavakra Gita. That it is, look at that sameness, equanimity. This happens in seeing the equanimity of so-called present circumstances and so-called very difficult circumstances. Look at her life. It is in when Sri Ramakrishna passed away. She has no place to stay. Sri Ramakrishna had told her, "You will go and stay in Kamarpukur." So she goes, and she was told by Sri Ramakrishna, "Don't remove your these certain pieces of jewelry. That if somebody becomes a lady becomes widow according to the customs of that time, and they take it off." But even she was wearing the vermilion mark, and so she did not become that, did not shave her head, because Sri Ramakrishna said, "No, I am right here. It is I just from one room I went to another room." So, but the villagers were all harassing, uh, seeing that Holy Mother is living like this, and there was nothing available there. Somehow she could not procure salt to put in her food. Whatever was there, so it is very little. Somehow she was managing, and she did not mind that either. Continued like that. Then there were so many of her very rich disciples, and they treated her as the queen. Nothing, no particular joy about it either, no hilariousness. Same. Both are same. When she is very healthy and when not healthy, sameness. Isn't it non duality in action? What do you think? Hmm? What?
Yes.
No? Yes. Yeah, it is non duality in action. So, and then she told that one of the Swamis who went to Mayavati, Advaita Ashrama, and then put a picture of Sri Ramakrishna there. There is no provision there. One should not have any shrine with images there. It is Advaita, non-dual ashrama. Vivekananda wanted at least one ashrama where there will be the practice of pure non-dualistic attitude. And then, but this Swami couldn't tolerate this. He put a picture, and Vivekananda saw that, and then he didn't ask to remove it, but he made a remark that a budo ekhane vaise geche. This old man, and Sri Ramakrishna came here also. So then very much piqued that Sadhu wrote to Holy Mother to get her opinion on this. And she gave a very clear ruling, which is even now quoted because although it was a particular problem, the solution was very general. That she said Sri Ramakrishna was a non-dualist, and therefore we all are actually non-dualists. So what Narendra Vivekananda said was right, that let us have one place where there is no picture of Sri Ramakrishna or any deity. So see that we are all non-dualists. How clearly she gave this message there. It is non-dualism in action. That is why it is so attractive, so instructive, both.
Maharaj, Thakur's life, we hear about that, mothers to tells him ki stay in Bhav Mukha.
Yeah.
So it is, so of course there's a lot of, Swami Sardananda also talks about it. But in Holy Mother's life, there is no such description. But are we to infer that she also used to stay in Bhav Mukha all the time?
Holy Mother, who told Sri Ramakrishna to be in Bhav Mukha?
Divine.
That is Holy Mother. So there's no need to be separately told. She was always in Bhava Mukha. She was therefore not seen going into that samadhi and all that every now and then. It is she who had told Sri Ramakrishna to go in, be in Bhava Mukha.
Following up on that, you mentioned that Sri Ramakrishna, he was constitutionally incapable of taking food from anybody, or maybe even withstand the touch of any person there. But I'm sure, he could have always built a spiritual armor around him, but nothing would affect him. So there must be a lesson here for us that he was trying to convey. Could you elaborate on that?
Oh, well, that is a good question, In fact, I used to have this question myself too. Sri Ramakrishna, when he is in samadhi, then he was not aware what he is eating and all that. It is at that time this question doesn't arise. Then, if he has to maintain body that of that kind of purity, then there are so many restrictions that he had to follow. And so he would not take certain foods because then that body wouldn't last. That body, human frame, it is said that now these terms are unintelligible to me too also. The body was made of pure sattva. I don't know how to explain this. Pure sattva means what exactly? But it is that maintenance of purity would have that the food should be pure from all sides. Means the three types of impurities are mentioned. One is the jati dosha, means the food itself, had its bad these associations. The dirt is fallen in it, or it is kind of putrefied food, So that is bad food, impure food by its very that jati. But then there is another dosha, ashraya dosha, and that it is that means the person who is associated with it is of a bad character, and then that gets put on that food. That Holy Mother's incident, there were many incidents. One was verified by Narendranath that somebody uh, at a very uh, crowded congregation, Sri Ramakrishna at somebody's home, Sri Ramakrishna felt thirsty. So somebody brought a glass of water for him, and then Sri Ramakrishna took the glass, brought it to his mouth, could not take it. And most people thought that something had fallen in that, so that water was not good, so he did not drink from it. Somebody then later that brought water, the other person brought it, and Sri Ramakrishna drank it. Narendranath said that I was standing right near Sri Ramakrishna. I saw that nothing was wrong with that first water. Nothing bad was fallen in it. It was very good. So I thought of this. And then I knew the brother of this man who had brought the water first. I asked him about him, and he said, well, what to say? I'm sorry. But not a person of good character. So that is how he found that Sri Ramakrishna constitutionally was incapable. See, as Vivekananda describes it, he took the glass as about to drink. He was thirsty and yet could not drink it. So, this is how he could see the impurities that we are not capable of seeing. So we would see the material impurity, but not the psychological impurity. So that is the difference. Now, of course, don't expect me to, I have no such ability. So it is, somebody asked me that how can you take this? I say that I touch water and then I can take it. So nobody is more impure than I am. So I can take water from anybody's touch, you see.
Swamiji, you mentioned three doshas, right? Jati dosha, Ashraya dosha, and what is the third?
Nimitta dosh, correct.
Translation?
Nimitta dosh means due to some process was wrong of cooking, making. It is that is the nimitta dosha, or was old and stale. So that is nimitta dosha. Jati dosha, I did not actually elaborate much about it. That it is bad means some kind of food is considered not good for spiritual people. Uh, it is like onions, garlics, uh, or what Jewish will call unkosher food. That is called jati dosha. So, therefore, they won't go to eat lobsters or certain kind of meats. So, uh, in that is described in details by Ramanuja's commentary. Yeah.
Maharaj, about Holy Mother's purity, initially Yoginma also doubted whether Holy Mother was that pure or not. And then they say that she was meditating by the Ganga, and the fetus was flowing by in the Ganga. And then Thakur said, look, even that Ganga is not as much pure as Holy Mother is. She is purer than Ganga.
Yeah, that fetus, just as that flowing of that fetus doesn't make the Ganga impure.
Yeah.
So having the human body, that Holy Mother doesn't become impure by assuming a human body. Yeah. Yes.
Online question. Online question
Okay.
by Charlie. Isn't it contradictory that Holy Mother could see all are the same and Thakur differentiated between the pure and impure?
Now that is really contradictory. Contradictory in the sense that, yes, Holy Mother saw everything that everybody is pure, because Sri Ramakrishna, because of his that particular mission as God incarnate, had to maintain the body, not just so whatever was not conducive for holding that form, Sri Ramakrishna could not take it. That form would not then survive. So he had to take it. Holy Mother didn't have that kind of problem. So, therefore, Holy Mother could not see evil in anything. Sri Ramakrishna didn't see evil except in the matters of food. He received everybody, but did not only in the matter of taking food. He was very particular, uh, not like Holy Mother. Yeah, it is why Holy Mother didn't discriminate like Sri Ramakrishna, or how Sri Ramakrishna discriminated is very difficult to answer, because I don't know. Hardly anybody can tell about that. They holding on to that pure form of Sri Ramakrishna required all these things, because like somebody who has a nut allergy, to keep the body intact would avoid taking nuts. No, 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 it is not for me. The food would be good for other people, but not for that person. So, certain psycho impurities would not affect others, but would affect Sri Ramakrishna. That was the for holding on to that very highly pure form, where the, the person goes in samadhi and in a few minutes again becomes conscious of the body. This is not possible otherwise. That once it goes, the awareness of all I and the world goes away, and then it doesn't come back normally. Sri Ramakrishna says that such a person would normally just give up the body in 21 days. So, therefore, to not to let that happen, Sri Ramakrishna maintained a very strict food regime uh, from psycho impurities. Other impurities he was not so concerned about. The one, because he could see that. We do not see it at all. Who made the food, where, and we are not concerned who brings it. Because we don't see it at all. Sri Ramakrishna could see it, so therefore he would abide by what he is seeing. So that is the only explanation that I have, no more than that. Anything else?
Only when we visited Bellur Math,
Yes.
we went to this Sharda kitchen. There they don't sing Brahmarpanam Brahmahavir before eating the food.
At in the you went to that Mayarbati. Yes, Udbodhan office.
So
There they don't say.
What is the significance of that?
Significance of it that it is
That you are in mother's house.
and Holy Mother herself is serving food there.
Right.
There, Holy Mother told everybody, you don't have to say anything. Just as soon as the food is served, start eating. Yeah.
Maharaj, Thakur also in the gospel encourages devotees to yearn for God, and he also gives example of Radha Rani's attraction for Krishna. And in some sense, you can see from Holy Mother's life, she was like Radha Rani to Thakur, living in the Nabat and always yearning to listen to what Thakur is teaching.
Yes, that was in fact this very same relationship. It is.
So another aspect to the non-duality is the Shakti and
Yes,
Brahman.
Shiva and Shakti, Brahman and Shakti, correct. Yeah, very correct. Yeah.
Not to belabor the point, but I'm sure like Holy Mother could also see like if something is brought to her, if it's pure or not. She must have had that power too. But it almost seems like Thakur and Holy Mother are like isotopes, essentially the same, but still have their own restrictions somehow. So,
Yes. See, Holy Mother would refuse. She doesn't need to see it, Not that she is like you. I am also capable of seeing, reading the label, what are the contents in the food, but I don't because I don't need to. Somebody who is allergic to certain things never takes without reading and making sure that it is, even if that it is written, it is made in the same facility where the nuts are processed. That person says, no, I better not take it. So it is like that. That Holy Mother was not having these problems.
we didn't need to see it.
Yeah, and therefore she was not going into samadhi now and then.
Right.
Yeah.
In our general example also, like role of father and mother. Father sees the mistake, beats the kid. Mother sees also same mistake, but caresses and gives the food without showing the father. So it's same thing. Both sees the mistake, but both treats the same person differently.
Differently, yes. Could be, yeah.
Maharaj also in Thakur's samadhi or state of mind, he used to go in the evening where dinner is being served, any random house and sit there for food. So I think it's his state of mind also, right, Maharaj? I think you alluded to that.
Yeah. In certain situations, like when he is taking Bhikshan now, that where the food is being served, in general the prasad is being served, it is taken as pure. Because that has no psycho impurities. It is offered food, prasad. So that is always pure. Who brought it, it doesn't change it.
I remember the gospel, Maharaj, it comes in somebody's heart also, you go and sit there without saying anything.
Yeah.
In the dinner time.
Yeah.
At the same time, when he started coming to Dakshineshwar in the beginning, he would bring his own food. And
Yeah,
cook
it
there.
is, yes,
He would
at
not
that
eat the
time,
prasad there.
he would not take even the prasad there. It took some convincing for him. Otherwise, he was cooking his own food there. He would light the stoves by using some sticks, dry sticks, and cook his own food. Yeah.
Maharaj, I have a question.
Sorry, go ahead.
It's you mentioned in relation to this purity of food. You mentioned that there is some food did not go with Thakur's constitution, but there was nothing psychologically unacceptable to him. But when he went to Dakshineshwar first time, he didn't take the food. So was it a constitutional problem or was it psychological?
It is because of the custom, They at that time his mind was, whatever people consider right, and he had heard that you should not take the food of these other castes. So they were these Mathur Babu was from the fisherman community. So therefore, no, I would not. I will take food from that. So he refused.
And he was young at that time.
He was very young. He was about 16, 17 years old.
But even when he was younger, he went against everybody to take the Bhikshana at his thread ceremony from the command.
Yeah. So there is not exactly, it is all, does not actually well harmonized into each other from the common understanding. That because she has been promised by Sri Ramakrishna and adherence to truth overrides everything else. So therefore he said that although she is from a lower caste, I will take food from her. So, but the same didn't become applicable when he went to Dakshineshwar, because he by that time has first of all grown up, and he considered as that being just trying to be too comfortable with the food that you are getting automatically. Instead, we have to strive to have our own food. So he therefore insisted that he himself will cook. But look at that flexibility that afterwards, when he was explained by his elder brother and then understood the more clearly the ideas in scriptures, he stopped that fanaticism and started taking prasad.
But then he also instructs Master Mahashai, bring your own cook and don't eat
At
food
certain, that is at certain stage of spiritual practice, it is told that you should not eat food prepared by anybody else. Cook your own food. So take the dry foodstuffs and then cook yourself. That is an injunction given in the scriptures. So he was following. He told that also others to follow that. Yeah, correct.
Maharaj, in case of Dhanima's love for Ramakrishna was so immense that I remember hearing from Swami Pitamaran and reading Sardananda, is that writer, the great master. Dhanima, whatever food she'll make for Thakur, he'll save it and share it with his those playmates. So I mean, he considered her food like amrita.
Yeah.
So I think the love will purify the food also
Correct. Yes.
for him.
Moreover, at that young age, and with all his playmates, they were not all Brahmins either,
Yeah.
and not even spiritually inclined either. So it was done at that time. But then gradually, when he sees the difference in paths, then certain disciplines one takes for that time. So, if after that time is over, those disciplines also are over. So, for example, he was doing Islam sadhana and was actually doing all the rituals, including food practice, according to the Muslim rituals. It is, he had no hesitation in eating beef, but Mathur Babu somehow was able to prevent him from eating beef. Yeah.
Swamiji, in Sarda Devi, even in the non-dual behavior which we thought about, she treated Sister Nivedita as just any other disciple,
Yes.
just like another Indian woman.
Yeah,
Which
yeah.
is so incredibly seen it from her point of
Yes, you are very correct there. Very good remark to bring in Sister Nivedita, that she treated, even Vivekananda was a bit apprehensive that how the Holy Mother's meeting will go with her. But Holy Mother received her with same kind of love, that although a Western woman, it is.
Regarding Thakur's practice of Islamic practices, how deep was it? In the sense, like, did he do the ritualistic kalma and everything, or
Yes.
he did read the
Yes, yes, yes. He did all rituals. There is, although Swami Sardananda didn't elaborate much in the Lila Prasanga, there has been couple of recent articles which give more details about Sri Ramakrishna's this Islam sadhana. And he was, Swami Sardananda gave an outline that he used to do this namaz patan 5 times a day, exact those hours. And yeah, he would not like to bow down to the images of gods, goddesses that he was so fond of. So all those things he followed very meticulously. So there are a couple of articles in Bengali. I don't know if they are translated in English or not, about Sri Ramakrishna's Islam sadhana. Aditi?
Pranav.